What was most striking about Steve, to me, was he's very, very bright. I mean, very bright.
Same name as the category.
Rubber, wedding, and marching band.
Yeah, wow, that was good.
You know, he went to law school. I don't think he's ever practiced law. He can do whatever he wants. I always thought he would be the governor of Utah. While I was with him at BYU, we would go into Georgia. Steve threw 6 interceptions that day. Afterwards, I remember talking to him and saying, hey, man, we got to fix this or I'm going to be, you know, I've got little kids and you got to take care of me here. And then he led the nation in total offense, and he'd have these remarkable games running and passing. And I thought, in my opinion, could have won the Heisman Trophy.
In 1987, Steve Young and Mike Holmgren were reunited in San Francisco, where Young faced yet another challenge, being second on the depth chart behind Joe Montana.
There's a side of him, like a lot of really bright guys, that he really thinks he knows how to do it better than his coach does. But he's smart enough to know this is the way I have to do it to be successful. To Steve's credit, when it came his time to play, he was ready. The greatest play I ever saw him make, and one of the great offensive plays I've ever seen in my life, was a run against the Vikings. The Vikings are winning the game with very little time left on the clock. Joe was hurt, Steve was playing, and we call a little 3-step drop.
Young in trouble. He's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40. Young is in trouble, and he got away somehow. Gets away again to the 35. Cuts back at the 30. Young might score to the 20, the 15, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
He finally makes a 65-yard touchdown run, and we win the game. And during the course of the run, I stand up and I am punching the plexiglass window and I break my hand. I'm just going, run, run. To be great, as Steve became, Hall of Fame and all that stuff, he had to discipline himself as a thrower. I can't rely on using my legs to get out of this all the time. And with Steve, you know, you coach him, but he kind of figured these things out for himself.
We got to be able to put plays together without tripping, without throwing interception. All right? Let's put it together.
And now he throws for the end zone, and he's got Owens, and he catches the ball!
Young learned to beat teams with his legs and his arm. His career passer rating of 96.8 is the highest of any quarterback in NFL history.
You know, one of my favorite moments in football is you let the ball go, and you get hit immediately, and you're the bottom of this pile. And the only way you can tell what's going on, because your face is in the mud, is to look and kind of watch the fans. You know that it's completed, and then the cheer gets louder, like he's gone in for a touchdown. At that moment, art's at its greatest form, because that's kind of football. You kind of see it, you kind of have an idea, you kind of practice it, and then you just let it go. And like Sid Gilman used to tell him, "Oh, coach, there's no rubber band on that ball, so just let it go and hope for the best."
You know, he killed me. My last coaching game in Green Bay.
If you want to take one crack, maybe he's the guy you should go for. Young almost falls down, throws to the end zone. Owens! 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 The ball had to be perfect. It was! Somehow, some way. Niners will win it! Niners will win it!
Young played his best on the game's biggest stage, setting a record for the most touchdown passes in a single Super Bowl, with 6 in 1994.
Left flat, Ricky Waters makes the catch, he's in! Touchdown 49ers! Quick pass to the goal line, Floyd falls in, touchdown 49ers!
When he hit these points in his career, where it wasn't what he thought it should be. He did something about it. Whether you're talking about the day 6 interception thing at BYU or his having to sit on the bench a little bit in San Francisco. In all those instances, he decided, this isn't what I wanted, I want this, and he went and got it. So when he's holding that Super Bowl trophy, the elation, just the fantastic feeling you get from reaching the top of the mountain,